We're finally here. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in Japan, and I am just so happy to finally be back. And what's crazy is, as I was walking around, I was actually like recognizing a whole bunch of stuff, even though I'd only been here 2019 for just like 2 weeks. It's actually kind of funny how much of this stuff I remembered. And I definitely remembered how small these rooms are, let me tell you. That's really all we got here is a bed. We got ourselves the TV over there. We got a mirror right here so that I can like look at myself, I guess, if I really want to. And right over that way is a bathroom. You don't really need much in Japan, because, like, what am I gonna do, really? I'm not gonna spend all my time here. I'm gonna be out and exploring, you know? I just need some place to work, really. But with that being said, I do need to stay in this room for a little bit, because my phone battery is almost completely gone, and also my battery backup didn't charge last night. So we're stuck in here for just a little bit. But I do have my research breakthrough box. I did claim the first little bits, but I haven't actually clicked on the encounter yet. I just disengaged with it because I didn't want to claim it until I got to Japan. So with that being said, do we have a shiny Shedinja? We do not, unfortunately. I can tell already. It's too dark. You want to have something just a tad lighter than this. It's really not much of a difference, but honestly, once you get it, you'll definitely see it. Now that we've done all that, I'm gonna charge up a little bit, and then we're gonna get some ramen. But before we get ramen, we've got 7-kilometer eggs, which are just as delicious and could have some shiny potential on them. So number 1 is going to be, oh, I mean, we got that in the last video. Number 2, oh, I want that one. Number 3 is gonna be, well, we don't really need that right now. Quattro, oh, but we want one more. Number 5, oh, please. Number 6, another one of the Unovans, and lucky number 7. Oh man, I was hoping it would end up something better than that, but whatever, it is what it is. And it doesn't look like any of these are hundos, so yeah. And literally 5 minutes outside, and we find ramen. Let's eat. Baby, you're the one for me. Baby, you were meant for me. I'm madly in love with you. That ramen was 10 out of 10. Phenomenal. I haven't had real Japanese ramen in years, and God, have I missed it. It was so good. And now that we've appeased the ramen gods, we have 2 of these tasks right here. There are both Galarian Yamask. Come on, Green Eyes from the Ramen Luck right here. That's not it, though, unfortunately. But Hondo? No, that's fine, because it was actually the second one that was going to be shiny, right? No, unfortunately not. We've done quite a few encounters and haven't been lucky yet. But I mean, we've gotten the one in the very beginning from that dollar research, so obviously we're going to get it eventually. We still have plenty of time, but hopefully it'll be soon. We are now in Akihabara, the electric town of Tokyo, and this place is insane. We've got a whole bunch of billboards everywhere, a whole bunch of lights, and a lot of anime and manga stuff here. This used to be the spot where you could get old things for like radios and stuff, but ever since that stuff kind of got phased out, we now have more of our nerdy things here, including a lot of Pokemon. And if you look at Pokemon GO, this place is absolutely nuts. Some of these stops I've actually already spun before, but a lot of these are like brand new, which is insane. And just look at all of them. I've touched maybe this little corner over here. I have not even gotten close to touching all of Akihabara. So let's dive in, see what we find. Maybe we'll get some cool merch along the way, but I'm just so glad to be back. And also the train being up there, I love this place. As you can see, there are actually stores still that have electrical parts and wiring and stuff like that. But again, these kind of stores are really dying out in favor of more of the anime stuff, but it's still cool to see kind of this stuff because you don't really see a lot of this in America, you know? It's more hidden away inside of shops instead of just being displayed all out like this. Look at this gigantic wall of Gachapon. There's all sorts of crazy stuff in here. If you like stuff like this, you should definitely come down to Akihabara if you come to things like Pokemon Worlds or Pokemon GO Fest in Japan somewhere. If you come to Tokyo, Akihabara is probably where you want to go. And it's not a huge surprise that I like Gachapon myself, and we just found a Hisuian variant Gachapon machine. It only costs 300 yen, so I'm thinking let's do it and see what we get. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can see it, but I think we got a Kleavor in here, which is actually one of the ones I really wanted. Now we've popped it open, and let's just get him out of the plastic here. But, oh, and he lost an arm. Whoops. Well, there's our Kleavor. He has another arm. There we go. Kleavor. That's super awesome. Can't wait for this to come to Pokemon GO. And once you've opened up the Gachapon, you put it right in here, and then you don't have to deal with it anymore. Ursa claw machine. It takes 200 yen. I'm totally going for it. It is the brand new community day for November, which I did call, so let's see if we can get lucky with just one shot with it. Probably not. I suck at crane games, but it would be kind of fun. All right, we got 10 tries right here. We got this Teddy Ursa. All right, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news is I was asked to stop filming in there. I didn't know I couldn't do that, so my bad. But good news is we did actually get the Teddy Ursa, like I would say 3 tries after that last clip you saw, but I did sneak a little clip of it actually getting stuck. I actually had to get somebody to help me get him out, but there we go. We got the Teddy Ursa. I have no idea if I'm actually gonna keep this or not, or I might just give it to somebody. And not only that, we have a glaring Yamask task here. Come on, be shiny in Akihabara. Ah, man. Or a Hondo? No. Man, you just gotta flip that 2 and that 0 around and we would have had a fantastic day. Brought down another Galarian Yamask raid. Will it have green eyes? It will not have green eyes. Man, this thing seems to hate me all of a sudden. It liked me that one time, but ever since, for some reason, it's just not a fan. 3 more Galarian Yamask checks. Let's see what happens. I'm looking for those green eyes, but that's not happening here. And a 416. Man, we keep getting 416s. I'm noticing that we're getting a lot of these things. Let's do the bottom one this time. I'm feeling the bottom one. Never mind. I'm not feeling the bottom one. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not. What I meant to say was clearly the middle was going to be the good one, right? It is. Haha, no, okay. And it's 400 exactly. At least they were all in the 400s. Hey everybody, it's actually now the next day. I came back here to charge my phone for a little bit and then I just got on that bed and passed right out. I didn't mean to do that, but I normally slept about an hour before my flight, so it was bound to happen. But this morning I decided to go out and walk around a little bit, hopefully hatching some eggs, and wouldn't you know it, the fast catch glitch happened and all of them hatched and I didn't get to see them, so I couldn't record them for you, but here they are. We have a Noibat here, it's okay. We also got a Phantom. Let's just go put the IVs up. So here's the Noibat, here's the Phantom, then we got another Noibat, we got a Galarian Yamask, we got another Yamask, we got a Galarian Yamask, another Galarian Yamask, a Noibat Yamask, and that is everything. So it was an okay batch, but nothing shiny out of it. But I did manage to find 2 of the Galarian Yamask tasks out there, so let's see it right here, right now. Come on, shiny, right there. Any second when you decide to load, you're gonna be shiny. It's not, okay. This will probably be our last check for the video, but are you going to be green-eyed? No, unfortunately it is not, and it is going to be also not great. I've got 2 more things for you before we wrap up this video. The first one being, we need to evolve one of these shiny Swirlixes I have because I managed to actually get one from a trade. Before I left to come to Japan, somebody wanted to do a trade exactly at 12 a.m., so I decided why not, and they had an extra Swirlix they didn't mind to get rid of, so here we go. This is the one that I got in Florida. This is my caught one. It is a 0-13-0, and then the other one is a 5-10-12. You know what? I'm thinking we're gonna do this one, but we can't just straight up do it. What I have to do is I actually may have to make it my buddy and give it 25 treats, so give me just a little bit. You know, I completely forgot about this glitch being a thing. I don't know why, but I think the axis for rotation is broken on this thing, but let's just throw some food at it, and it does stop when it eats, but it actually doesn't, like, snap to the berry either. It literally just stays where it is, and it's just his tongue up there. Okay, weird. All right, let me just feed this thing. And now the Swirlix has been fed. Let's evolve it all the way into Swirlpuff, I want to say that one's name was. I completely forgot the name of this thing. But oh well, doesn't really matter if I remember the name or not. I will say that this shiny looks really good, at least in my opinion. There it is. Look at that. That looks really, really good. And it's a Slurpuff, not a Swirlpuff. Okay, so Slurpuff. Yeah, I just still love it. It looks like it's got more of like a cherry glaze on it and stuff like that with a big cherry on top. Love it. And the second thing I wanted to show you was that the Singapore Safari Zone is now officially announced and we know what's going to be in it, so let's dive in. From the picture alone, we know that there's going to be Lapras. Corsolas coming back. Corsolas seems to be part of the whole air adventure things because it seems like they're going for more tropical locations where Corsola can be found. We have the brand new shiny, which will be Purloin. It's a decent looking shiny, so I'm looking forward to getting a few. And then we have an Unknown S, which is for Singapore, makes a lot of sense. We've got the new Pikachu with the different colored balloons, and of course we have Maractus, which will be the regional. And here are the featured Pokemon in full. We've got the Pikachu with a purple shirt this time, so it'll be purple instead of green, and the design is actually different. There will be Pikachu with balloons, and there will also be Pikachu with purple balloons. I believe this one is different, and I think this one's exactly the same as the one that we've had before. Alolan Meowth will be there, Slowpoke, Shelter, Lickitung, Lapras, which is going to be the bigger spawn, kind of like Snorlax. I kind of figured it was going to be Lapras, because back in Sentosa Safari Zone, which was also in Singapore, that's when Shiny Lapras was introduced. Togetic, Apom, Unknowns S, I, and N are going to be showing up. I definitely want to get the I. That's the only Shiny Unknown I don't have from this, so I'm hopefully going to get it. Ligar, Corsola, Mudkip, Slackoth, Cherubi is big. I really need Cherubi. Very down with that one. Drifloon, Purloin, Munna, Maractus, Skrelp, and Fomantis. Alright, so all in all, decent lineup. I will say I'm not a huge fan of the Slackoth, and I don't really overly like the Pokemon that can't be shiny, but other than that, there's some pretty decent stuff in here. But for myself specifically, I definitely want to get the Unknown Eye, the Cherubi, the Pikachus with the shirts, and of course, some shiny Purloins. And that's all I've got for today's video. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please smash that subscribe button. It would mean a lot. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.